and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Come back. Before I'm being told to throw out the mic again, I'm just gonna do it voluntarily. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, all of you are fine, and you have found your way well into tonight's fun thing of the evening. Hey, what up, Seeker? Any plans to join us at some point here? It's been a while since I've read that name. Yeah, tonight we are in Baku. Oh, Fanta as well. Oh my god, man. This is... Oh. Seagull Championship Farming. Yeah, first race was a little bit shaky, but still good. And I think Seagull Dominance is back again on the new game. Yeah, him turning off Racing Line apparently did not do too much to hinder him from being hella fast. Wait, Baku wet race? Oh no, people are saying wet race. Guys, I feel like this is gonna be something. Oh my. First incident already almost. Here, Hansen on the pit exit. This is hella treacherous turn here, turn 1. Has cost a lot of front wings in the past. Let us see who's the one in front here. Of course, it's Eric. It's gonna be like the Baku race from seasons ago, yeah, with 5 people finishing. I sure hope it's gonna be better. It's hella dark already. I'm not sure if we're even seeing like wet qualifying towards the end of it. Well, people are not super stressed about getting out yet. Okay, so apparently qualifying is fully dry. And race is with changeable conditions. Oh, that's beautiful. Can't wait to see these drivers on dry tires on a more and more wet track around these streets. Lovely, lovely. Man, it couldn't get any better, really. Tonight here. It will get a little bit better though. I think MQ is joining mid-quali, so we're getting an extra driver still. Which is great, of course. And then we have 16 drivers, even though we had 12 check-ins, which is also a pleasant surprise. So yeah, given that we will probably lose some on the way, I'm not quite sure we go down all the way to 5 people finishing. But honestly, I'd bet money on a safety car at this point. So yeah, we'll see. Eric is apparently cooking mega hard in time trials. However, he has not had great success not invalidating his laps. So he's very fast, but it's the question is all about, can he not... I'm not even sure where he cuts. There's like walls everywhere. Must be the upcoming chicane here on the inside or something. Keeps it very tidy here. Oh, that is a nice little hit into the wall. Oh, here you can cut. Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure if you can cut enough for this one. No, okay, they added an extra barrier there. Yeah, this for sure, you can run wide here. Yeah, okay, maybe there's like 1 or 2 opportunities more than I thought. But yeah, Eric's gonna set the bench mark for a good lap here. MQ has joined, as far as I've seen. And yeah, 138 is what Eric was able to do in time trial. Let's see if he can replicate that here. And again, of course, there's like on some tracks, there's difference between time trial conditions and qualifying conditions. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it's slower. This one looks like his lap at least will be a tiny bit slower. 39.1. Let's see if Hansen, formerly known as Toru, can beat that. No, not at all. Yeah, let's just chill with Randro a bit. A little bit of a returnee as well. He has driven one race in one of the previous races, but has been absent for a season and a half or so beforehand. Wenzel, second Williams here, has hit the front row. Yeah, these two actually mega far ahead there in front of Jannemann here. Maybe not the best warm-up lap here for Jannemann, the first lap here. Maybe it was driven on inters, and if that's so, it's looking dire for Williams. But no, Kingsman not quite able to make it there neither. Cherry in P3 for now. Let's see what Randro can do. Kingsman and Seagull in the same team, stacked. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think Seagull, up to this point, did not really unleash his full potential, but I think where we're getting there, Seagull dominance might come back. I mean, if he still plays without Racing Line, we could at least have some fun here. I mean, margin for error here is, of course, way smaller than on any other track. Apart from Monaco maybe, but honestly, I kind of forgot Monaco exists. I have not followed the real races in ever, and well, we've not had it in Formula Sundays since the incident. Oh, but Seagull 39 flat. That is provisional pole for now. Martin once more P4. Honestly, his quali has been kind of crazy in the last few races. He's been pretty much on best of the rest pace so far this season. Problem is just he never survives the race. So, well, nice to have to be good in quali then, but yeah, gotta make it to the end as well. I'm really curious. I hope it's not fully wet, the race, and changeable conditions instead, because I find that way more exciting. Plus, I think, yeah, the race, of course, profits heavily from DRS. I wonder if Randro's just going again immediately. Oh, okay. He's just going faster. Yeah, risking it all in the pit entry for 0.5 seconds quicker on the in-lap. So yeah, I'm not sure if there's like any Rocket Sundays enjoyers here as well who just stumbled across another Sunday esports stream, but it's an entirely different game now. If you're into Formula 1, of course, check out the Discord. Get in here. As you can see, there's a couple of free seats. Yeah, we're with Lauda now, who is going to be the next one to start another hot lap. Yeah, Kick so far has had very mixed performances, if I want to say it that way. They sure have not really made it much into the finish, but there have been occasions where they just killed someone in cold blood. So yeah, Lauda in the past, I think like on good days, he can get onto the podium. But, oh boy, turn 1 and 2 do not look like a good day, I can't lie. Yeah, this is not getting better. I mean, 100% wall speedrun. So, who's next up? Is it Cherry? Nope, it is not Cherry. It is Hansen. Oh god, Seagull saying he does not know where the braking points are in wet conditions. So he's cooked without racing line. I'm not sure if that means he's gonna mega wing it and we're gonna have some fun here, or if he just turns the racing line on. I can't lie, I can't really remember having seen a wet Baku race, like neither IRL nor in Formula Sundays really. I mean, that can also be the usual Dementors, but yeah, maybe a little bit of a rarity. Curious to see it play out. Hansen here, pushing to the very limit here, every single turn. Well, I don't know, man. He looks like he's sliding into the wall in every single turn, but he's catching it just before you think, oh, it's Jova. Seen it once before. Yeah, okay. I suspect it's gonna be good entertainment for us. I think out of a 20 cargo, 10 people finished. Yeah, this is sort of what I expect here. Oh, a second quicker for Toru. Oh, Toru, I say. Hansen, formerly known as Toru. It's kind of weird, like, how your brain wires people. Like, I know this guy is, like, Hansen is, like, Toru's new nickname, I guess. But, like, it's still wired to the person I know as Toru, and so, like, even though there's no indication that this is Toru at all, the name just slips out. But yeah, Hansen here, P11. Oh, also, holy shit, how did I not talk about this? Seagull insists that I'm constantly talking about how much I miss Lewis. And yeah, that I'm probably not allowed within 100 meters of him IRL. But yeah, he is back once more. It's not longer the only driver who has driven every single season, because I think he missed last season. He did not drive a race there, but he is once more in a car here, in the Haas. Currently in P9. Oh, Glenn Selk. Not sure if he retired. Oh, yeah, okay. It looks like he died because Janeman got a time penalty from hitting him. What the frick, Martin is fast now. Yeah, he is. He really is. On one lap, little bro is good. But then again, like, you look to the left and to the right and you see a lot of inviting impact spots for Martin in the race. So, yeah. Janeman is also mega washed, is the other news. He also turned off racing line. I think he got like P8 or something twice in the last races. Ooh, Cherry here. Oh, okay. What is this 0.4 delta? He's still infatuated with the wall. Yeah, I think these days he's learned to resist it so much that he sometimes needs help by the other drivers to get in the wall. But it inevitably happens regardless, whether it's his fault or not. Okay, yeah, Cherry seems to be on an in-lap or so. Must have improved beforehand. Randro, not quite sure what's going on here. Sid, one of the favorites, I think, is a newcomer here. I mean, it's easy to say one of the favorites when he's half a second clear of Eric. Eric also is kind of crazy in quali pace each time around, and then he gets P6 regardless. Okay, Janeman just apologized, so I assume the Mercedes driver is actually responsible for Glenn Selk's death. Ooh, Martin on a hot lap. And he seems to be quick, and he seems to get a toe from the kick. Oh, and that is a 39.4 P6 now. Only jumped Cherry, I think, yeah. Maybe Janeman as well, but he's gonna be demoted due to his grid penalties regardless. Cherry is on an in-lap. What is Lauda doing? seems to be on a fast lap. Not entirely sure. Using a lot of energy, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I suspect, Fanta, you have not really played the new game at all. Probably not even gotten it. Or Seeker if we want to go even further. Yeah, honestly, I played it myself a little bit and I kinda liked it. But I suck at Formula 1 as well, so yeah, I'm probably wrong. Lou is asking if he's meant to use overtake during qualifying in... Oh boy. Yeah, I did not quite get the reworked ERS system as well. Like, you're sort of on hot lap, but then it does not deploy everything when you need it. So you just need to use extra. Like, I don't know, this is weird. Let's see what loud I can cook here. 39.6. Top 10 at least. That is decent. MQ could not get such a good time just yet. And I think we're just in time for Martin's next hot lap attempt. Okay. I don't know you could take so much curb there without getting in trouble. Slight lockups every turn, just on the edge of glory. Kingsman, quick penalty for illegal blocking. Okay. That is kinda rough, especially since behind him is one of the kicks. Neither of them are on a hot lap. I will say the in-game penalties are kinda wild in this game. It really is crazy. Maybe, I don't know if there's a way to like put them on reduced or something, or maybe turn them off entirely and have like all the time penalties be in the hands of the reports. But I'm not even sure if that is a good idea as well. You should probably get the immediate punishment if you cause a really bad collision. Let's see. Martinier 2.5 tenths sort of up after sector 2. He needs 2.6 to get past Randro here, and Glenselk even. So slight improvement here would be huge for him, but he loses out in the final stretches of the lap. Can't quite make it up to P4. Let's see Seagull instead. 0.2 up as of sector 1. Oh, Lewis retired and the pits though. Oh, 0.5. This is so far enough to get past Eric, but not past Sid yet. He does have an ungodly amount of ERS left still. Putting, yeah, all energy he still has to good use now. Close to the wall. And 0.5 improvement. Ah, just about. A little bit slower than Sid in the end here. Eric on an invalid lap. Can he go for it again? Nope, he's just going into the pits. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Everyone who is not on a lap now won't be able to complete one. Cherry here. Oh yeah, that looks like he's still trying to go fast. A lot of curb on that turn. Ooh, 0.5. He's not only trying to go fast, he could go as far as P3 here with a good last sector. He did, however, slide an awful lot through that left-hander. Let's see. And yeah, he lost it all there. It's such a big difference in exit speed there. Can't really recover that at all. Yanuman now is gonna have one last shot. Not improving by a lot as per sector 2, but he does not need a lot to get at least past Lauda. Let's see. Yep, that is the bare minimum, I guess, to get past there and up into P3. Astral here, 0.1 up after Sector 2. Sid improving his pole position time as well. And Astral getting just about too little of an improvement to get past Kingsman here. Yeah, reading in the Discord there that Kingsman wants a lobby redo because of his grid penalty, but yeah. I think it's actually in the rulebook somewhere that we do not restart for these single incidents. It's best to report it after. He might not even lose that much because everybody is losing 5 positions. Kinda crazy actually. But yeah. Wait, Cherry is German? Oh no! He has been conquered. Not again. Yeah. He's being saved from the from the grid penalties. Yanneman, Lauda, Kingsman go back, and Glensilk as well. Ah well. You will see. Andrew saying, I hope it rains, not gonna lie. Okay. And it rains. Starting off wet apparently. Probably going into the dry at some point. So many grid pens. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what caused them. I'm fairly certain that Yanneman crashed into Glensilk somehow and did DNF him, or like maybe he's. I mean, he was stationary in the castle section after all. Maybe he spun there. Glensilk crashed into him, and both of them got a penalty. Glensilk died. Is what I suspect happened, but we didn't see, of course. The other one, yeah, I'm not sure what. Who is it? Hansen got his time penalty for. But yeah, Kingsman got it for blocking, apparently. Everybody on the Inters. Rain does not seem that bad, honestly. Like, even on the POV here, there's like barely any puddles, I think. This might be dry tire territory very, very quickly. Honestly, I'm not sure. Can you actually do that here? You probably can't, right? Like, gamble on soft tire and now go into the pits immediately. Probably not a feature. Yeah, this game is really finicky with contact during quali and safety car. Yeah, I don't know, I kind of find it very annoying. We've had so many 10-second penalties already in this season. Probably more than the entire history of Formula Sundays in just 2 races. Because you get like a penalty for the slightest contact. But well, what can you do, really, right? Like, try to stay out of trouble. Honestly, it shouldn't be that hard to just not touch someone on the safety car. So, it is also driving without racing lines, so Seagull, Yanneman and Sid gonna be very interesting to watch, I think. How well they cope with not having a racing line here. I do think we're gonna see a lot of people go in. It's like early on. This does not look like Inter conditions here. Oh yeah, true. Like Mexico, the safety car restart is like so late. The first driver has to slow the field down so much. It gets so bunched up. Can't imagine that is kind of horrible there. Well, everybody messing up their parking jobs. Green flags. So lights are going on. Dude, can we see another POV? They're out and away we go. There's some people who did not really get away too well in the back there. But Sid did survive turn 1 and so did Seagull. Eric still in P3 for now, but Randro on the attack on the inside here into turn 3. Or rather turn 2. And it seems like he's staying ahead here. Further back, Astral and Yaneman briefly in a side-by-side battle. Lewis has been overtaken by Astral here, if I saw that correctly. And the top, oh my god, we talked about it. No racing line for Sid, and he runs into the exit and is now all the way in the back. That is pain for the Alpine. Can't spell Alpine without pain, right? Oh my god, and Martin is having a go at Eric here, but oh my god. Was about to take a go at the wall, which he did a turn later here. Hey, maybe this is not soft conditions. People are sliding around quite a lot here. And yeah, Martin now under some serious pressure by Glanselk here and the other Williams. Williams pairing not to be underestimated as well. Glanselk is really, really strong on this game. And Eric's not too shabby neither. And Randro in P2's... wait, how did that happen? Did he start in like... oh yeah, he took Eric on the start, right? And got P3, and now with Sid being all the way down, he's up into P2. Let's jump on board with Sid here, actually. I suspect he will be able to go through the field a little bit. Going past Hansen here, potentially. He will have the inside line, I think, at this point. Hansen backs out and leaves the Alpine to itself. Martin got overtaken by Glanselk, and so did Eric. Both of them passed by the Williams here. And there's already a little bit of a gap to Randro and Seagull. On the inside of Lauda. Gonna have the outside line this time around. Oh, very deep again, but not really being left any options to go side by side through this turn by the kick in front of him. Okay, trying it into this turn here. Not really a dive, I think. You can drive this more aggressively and more horrendously, I guess. But yeah, some pressure being put on the kick. Oh, Lewis in the Haas here. I think he has an all-new racing setup as well. Which is, I think, the reason why he wasn't competing for so long, because his wheel broke, if I remember correctly. But yeah, he has got a new one. First race back again. So, did here. Minor contact, but honestly, can't really fault him for that. He's through. Makes his way past Lauda nice and cleanly. Now he's gonna have a little group ahead of people battling around. Times are getting quicker. Oh, it was only lap 2 right here. Okay, fair enough. Makes sense. Yeah, honestly, I forgot Baku is kind of one of the longer tracks here. 26 laps is not so much. And 140 of a lap time though is like a lot. Well, Sid versus Lewis. When are we gonna see the move? The bunch is a little bit, bunched up behind Noah there in the Ferrari. Always hard to overtake individuals in a little bit of a group like this one. They are running a little bit wide and deep in front here, but yeah, Sid can't find the space to go for any moves himself just yet. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Not sure what angle Lewis was aiming for there, but it wasn't a good one. Gonna have to let go of the Alpine here. Or does he? Oh my god. Oh, and the kick comes in as well, and... Did he survive that? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, that was... I did not see Lauda coming, and I think neither did Lewis. But what a move there, opportunistic by the kick driver to get in there. And Sid being caught in the action. Lewis sort of survived this without even slowing down much. It's only 3 seconds lost. He'll make that up in no time, I think, as the bunch before them are battling a little bit. Leaving Hansen through now. And let's jump over to Cherry and Martin. Sundays esports veterans in both Formula Sundays and Rocket Sundays. Even though Martin apparently is retired now from Rocket League to focus on his F1 career. And my god, does it work. I mean, he's just... I mean, not that he was bad beforehand, but he's just so good now. It's crazy. Yeah, how long until he crashes a wall now that I've praised him? We will see. I hope every time that today may be the day that he doesn't. But yeah. They're still going the pace with Eric here. I think all the cars involved in the crash just before will probably stay out and try to extend until they go to slicks, which I reckon will be soon. Honestly, they could come in as early as this lap because, as you can see, there's like barely any raindrops at this point. Like it picks up and gets worse and better every few turns, but like generally I think this is almost dry conditions now. And I wonder when the first one is gonna come in. Yeah, fastest lap there for Seagull. Now they're still staying out, waiting for that dreaded DRS activation. Still the best indicator for when it's good to go on to slicks. Janeman and MQ, they've raced together last time around, have been around each other very often on track. Now meeting with new teams in P7 and 8 in the middle of the field this time. Former teammates here with Ferrari. Famously botched their constructors and drivers title in the last race of the last season, and Sid is the first one to go for mediums, but he has I'm not sure if this is the normal pit exit, but something may have gone wrong there for him. Tries to undercut here. I mean, he's hit the timing perfectly. DRS is activated. I mean, the track looks bone dry, honestly. There's like no wet bits inside anymore. Not sure if it's supposed to be raining at some point later on again. I think the medium tire choice by Sid sorta indicates that. I feel like you would just go for the hard tire here if you had the option to just finish the race on one tire compound. Let's see what Seagull does. Seagull is going for the hards if I see that correctly. Yep. Ooh, Glenselk and Eric. They are not far apart here. They will have to double stack. That is suboptimal for sure. And Eric will lose 3 positions, 4. Oh my god, to Cherry, Martin, MQ and Janneman. That is really, really suboptimal. Almost losing his front wing there already as well. Oh, and there is Seagull in the wall and I see debris there. It seems like there's a full course safety car. Oh my. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think Seagull is missing the entire front left end plate there, yep. It's probably a yellow front wing damage there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can just go to the end on this by being slow in the turns, and then his lost downforce helps him with top speed on the straight. Maybe he just goes in immediately, but honestly, might not be the very best idea. He will drop to the very end of the field. Yeah, kind of crazy that this is a safety car, honestly. Just a little tap into the barriers and no car even standing around there. It's just, I don't know. Not sure if Sid should go for the hards here, as a lot of these drivers are. And seemingly they are going on the hards to finish the race on the compound. Both Alpines on the mediums, yeah. Well, well, well. Noah retired. Oh my god, has he hit the wall? He has. On the safety car. Oh god. I think Ericsson hit him. What a shame. And Seagull is actually going in and for mediums here. Wait, what is Lewis doing? Yeah, you get in there. Oh. He had fresh inters, so he was pitting, but he did not change his tire selection to dry yet. Okay, yeah, that's pain. But I guess it will only lose him like 3 positions in the end. Or not even, it's only the 2 Alpines. Yeah, okay. I mean, at least now the safety car isn't for nothing, because for the Ferrari we would have definitely gotten a safety car, regardless. And yeah, now Glenselk is leading the race, and honestly, Cherry in P2, where's Herbie? Someone call him. My boy needs to see this, I guess, unless he's already here. They got good chances now. Randro behind them on hards, so they have the tire advantage for a decent bit at least. I think you can go up to like, I don't know, 20 laps. That's probably a stretch, but it should be possible on the mediums. Randro, Martin, etc. definitely will have the benefit of the doubt in being able to push a little bit more freely. But yeah, a good position here for the Williams and the Racing Bull. Seagull and Sid are also a good bit away. They will have to work their way through the entire field of hard tire runners before they can make any big attacks. So that's good for these top runners as well. Yeah, I'm really curious how it looks to the end of the race then. Mediums, from what I've heard, feel a good bit better than the hards generally on this game as well. But from what I've seen last time around, where Martin pitted in like lap 1 and drove the entire race on one compound, and ultimately did only have like 17% on his front right or so, given it was Zandvoort. So like all the wear was on the left side regardless. But yeah, Martin drove like pretty much 30 lap hards stint and got like 43% on the lefts and 17 on the right. Some tracks like Monza, the mediums are horrible. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I really wonder why that is. Why the difference are like that. I'm not sure if it's like such a high speed track or so, and Zandvoort is another. Okay. Yeah, I mean, because of the tire model, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm just gonna take that as an answer, I guess. Some of them really heat up your tires and tires like lower temps. Okay. Yeah, fair enough, I guess. Going through a lot of turns very fast, probably not good for your tires. Not sure what this track would do to them then. I mean, you're going reasonably fast for most of it as well. But like there's not many high-speed turns. It's mostly hard braking zone into turn into high speed. We will see. Safety car should come in this lap. We will see in about 2 seconds. There we are. And yeah, now we will see how Glenn Selke does the restart. It's not his first one. He has some experience at least. Still going reasonably quick though. I'd expect the mediums to be better over stint, but rear wear is atrocious. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I guess so. Like, accelerating from very slow to very fast is probably not good for your ears. So, we will see. What is Glenn cooking on the restart? Currently, ERS on none. We'll see as soon as he switches that to overtake us. Here we are. Bolting down the straight, and there is the first few overtakes coming already. Eric here past MQ. Oh my god. Dive by Martin here. If I saw that correctly. There was slight contact. Martin now losing the position to Eric. This is not gonna end well. Oh, Martin is in a sandwich from all sides. They're almost doing the Sainz Paris with Eric there, and well, this is what happens to our boy. Each and every time. Bro runs P4, and then someone comes and pushes him down to P9. But oh well, it's Randro P3, MQ now in P4. Kingsman has somehow made his way up to P5 after running most of the race in P10 or so. Seagull already back to 7th, now has to get past his championship rival of last season, but that seems fairly easy. We'll see. Yep. Great problems of him getting past Kingsman. Surely no team orders. Yeah, now approaching the kick of MQ. I think we're just gonna... actually, no, let's jump to Sid's POV real quick. I think Eric just drove a mega dive bomb on Yaneman, who's now getting overtaken by Sid. And Sid is approaching Eric rapidly. Top speed difference seems to be quite great. Gary with the fastest lap for now. But here comes Sid into turn 1. Okay, Eric sticks it around the outside there really, but Don't think he will be able to hold it. Oh, and that's Hansen into turn 1. Running very, very deep. Cherry P1. Someone call up. Dude, that's criminal. But yeah. He's enjoying his life up there right now. At least as long as Seagull is being kept contained by MQ. And that ends now. I mean, he has to expend a lot of his ERS. And oh, yeah, I was about to say, MQ backs out of this one. Does not dare to take castle section side by side. I'm not sure if that is even theoretically possible. And now all that stands between Seagull and the top runners right now is Randro. And a little bit of time as of now. Yeah, sit there just having a little look past MQ. And that was enough to make the kick lock up. And once more he just gets more speed out of here. Kingsman is no obstacle for neither of them. They'll have DRS to use now. Yeah, MQ's tires are not necessarily liking his braking spots, I think. Ooh, running deep there, hitting the wall, and that prompts Sid to just drive past with the greater exit speed. And now the two rivals starting on the front row are joined in 4th and 5th again. A little bit too much curb here for him. Loses 2/10, oh, even 3 to Seagull there. And Seagull is slowly gaining on Randro, or rather he's quickly gaining on Randro. Wonder if Randro made a mistake there, or if the tire diff in the castle section is just, yeah, going in such great intervals. Seagull's gonna have DRS here. But is he close enough to make a move? It looks like it. His exit here was so good. He's already slipstreaming towards that Red Bull, and I don't think he's gonna have much of a chance against Seagull here. Yeah, it's just moving to the side. Will try and take as much slipstream as he can get himself here. And yeah. There's a storm coming for the top two. Cherry and Glenn, better prepare yourselves. The Seagull is flying towards you. Further back here, battle between Martin, Eric and Jannemann. Oh, Jannemann running deep there, and Martin making great use of that. Nice little overtake, giving him 2 positions back here. And oh, Eric trying to get past Jannemann as well, even though he might. Well, it looked briefly like he was going to do it the Eric way. Yeah, okay, that is one way to do it as well. He did it the Eric way after all. Oh my god. And Martin briefly looked like he was gonna tap MQ into the rear here. And Seagull has made it to the top again. I think he may miss DRS. Yep, he does not have it this time around, but it's not far away. Randro able to stay with him so far? Oh, right here. Oof, we got a little battle between MQ and Kingsman and Martin. Well, we have a saying here that says, "Oh my god!" Yeah, we have that as well. No. I can't even translate this. None. But yeah, Martin looked like the smiling third in that conflict between MQ and Kingsman there briefly. Even though he also looked like he was gonna head towards the wall again immediately after. He's still well in this battle. And I think this is where Seagull made up a lot of time last lap. Let's see if he can do it again. Glanzak here, leaving a little bit of smoke behind. Ooh, and Kingsman with 3-second warning. That is, or penalty rather. That's interesting. And the slipstream is keeping Cherry and Glanzalk alive so well. It's kind of crazy, actually. Like, Seagull was with it in that 1 second window. And then Glanzalk got the slipstream to Cherry and gained like a 10th and barely put Seagull out of the window again. And after the overtake, oh my god. Okay. Seagull goated freestyle F1 driver apparently. He just drifts turn 2 because, well, frick it, might as well. Oh my. Martin, Kingsman and MQ there are really close together. I'm not sure if the smoking tires are like a visual bug again, as it was a thing for a while on the old game, or if these guys are just locking up every turn. I suspect the first one of that. Can't be that bad with the braking. Astral and Lewis. Nah, is that gonna end well? Astral on the inside. Not gonna be ahead into the next turn, so he's just backing out. I think Seagull has finally made it. He is in contention for the top spot in the next couple of laps now, as he has the DRS. No longer gonna lose 0.6 per straight. That's very dangerous for the other two cars. Sid has made it past Randro as well in the meantime. And now needs to close up to the top guys. Lewis and Astral still in a little bit of a battle together. Eric in the pits. And Lewis running very deep here. Oh, and further up. He had a little bit of an overtake apparently. Okay, Seagull just drove past both of them in spots where you don't overtake usually. That's kind of crazy. He really is flying. Did drift again. Some consider this way of taking a turn slightly suboptimal. Oh. Ooh, and Cherry here almost being a great help to Seagull there by assassinating Glanzalk. But they lived in the end. And Sid has closed up and so has Randro, so it's now a battle of 5 people here. I think Randro, I mean, he will get DRS at least, so He's gonna be, at least to an extent, in this fight up here, as Seagull loses 2 positions on the straight, but gets 1 back after turn 1. Sid, though, gets past Cherry as well, so Cherry in the end here lost 1 position, and Seagull did 1. Seagull right back into the lead. Unselk though. If he's able to follow, he can take revenge on the next long straight. Ten long laps still to go. Need to be absolutely free of mistakes in these ones. Let's go to the other battle briefly here. As Kingsman and MQ. Wait, where did Lauda come from? Did he just go past all of them in the last few laps? That's kind of crazy, okay. Oh my, and Seagull is so fast in the middle sector. Oh my. Yeah, and that might just be Seagull gone. Glance out there with a crash, losing an extra 3/10. And even though he's gaining on the straight here, he's gaining enough to get back into the DRS window, which would be crucial for him. Oh, it actually is. Holy moly, setup diff for Glancelk. Nah. Okay, ain't no way. He gained 1.3 seconds in a singular straight. Okay, cool. That seems very fair. I mean, admittedly, Seagull is flying in the middle sector. So, yeah. The downside or the drawback he takes on this straight is, I think, decently enough compensated, because there's always a danger if he enters the middle sector in first that he's just driving that second away. And it happened here. Glancelk made 1 tiny mistake, or rather one medium-sized mistake, and Seagull's gone. And I think we're not even at the part yet where Seagull really gains time, which is the castle section and all this shebang here. Gonna gain another 2-3 tenths in the next 2-3 turns. Oh, and Randro with a spin here, holding Cherry up much to his displeasure. Lewis with a time penalty. Kingsman and MQ. You guys should be forced to drive from controller, to be honest. I mean, we've taken everything away from him already. What else can we do? Sid, oh my, what is going on here? Glancelk and Sid are going side by side. I think, yeah, Sid does have like a very top speed heavy setup as well. Glancelk goes through with DRS again. And Randros as well, oh my god. He can drive without pedals, yeah. I don't know, man. He's like no assists at all. And he's still so fast. Or on keyboard, yeah. We need keyboard driver again. That was a legend. Lil Bro was like legit competitive in lead tier on keyboard for a while. Okay, that is a mega dive bomb by Sid. But he will stay ahead no matter what, it seems. Driving a very aggressive line, not necessarily a quick one, but one that makes it hard for you to overtake. Really parking his car on the apex here, but you can see how much time they lose to Seagull. Yeah, that's been just 0.7 seconds in the span of a couple of turns. And I think still... Yeah, he looks very gone again. It also looks like it's getting a little bit dark. Oh, what the hell happened here? Severe collision with the Randro for Glancelk. VSC coming out. And Lewis is in the mud. or rather in the Pirelli wall. And that is the real safety car coming out as well. Seagull coming in. Very 10-second penalty. What the hell? Okay, I'm not sure what happened with this stuff. Okay, Sid for softs, Seagull for mediums. We have Lauda, Kingsman, Martin forming a little block for Cherry in P1 here. A lot of soft runners coming up now. I assume Randro had to get a new front wing as well. I think it makes sense for everyone behind here to pit. Maybe for some softs. I mean, Eric had just pit 4 laps prior, but I think he's still gonna take the opportunity to maybe set a fastest lap. Oh, also he needs another front wing again. Oh boy. Fresh mediums though. No softs for Eric. And Astral in P7 now, but I think he's gonna have a very difficult race to navigate now. All the soft runners behind him. I mean, you can only hope that the safety car takes as long as possible. Ideally 2 more laps. And, well, he still has to defend 5 laps. I think he's gonna lose, like, the position to pretty much everybody behind him. Was probably a misplay not to pit there as well. I mean, yes, he's gained some position for now, but I think he's gonna drop out of the top 10. For Cherry, I think it was probably smart, depending on what happened in the incident. If you serve your time penalty, it can't be removed. So him staying out with his 10-second time penalty with the opportunity to maybe report it and get it removed is probably the only option he still has for the win. I think Lauda, Kingsman and Martin. Yeah, they all have 3-second corner to cut penalties apart from Cherry. Fanta, did you check your thing? Or what was supposed to come from that? Oh, okay, I'm just reading now. Lewis is also driving in controller here, so this is probably why he was so far down the order as well as a OG wheel abuser. Wanted to see Zandvoort quali times. Okay. Did you get enlightened? Or rather, why? Why did you? As yeah, I think this is the last lap of safety car here. So we're gonna have 6 more full laps of racing after. And oh boy. I think everybody on the older tires will still get cooked here, honestly. Might be a huge comeback chance. Oh, you're around Seagull's pace. Okay, that's kind of crazy, honestly. But then again, like, I think in sign-up times, Lauda is Seagull pace as well. Like, some guys are just crazy on 1 lap. And Seagull, I think, is... I don't know, his great strength has been race pace, I think, overall. Of course, hard to say that about someone who has been on the front row or in P1 for most of the races regardless, but I feel like Seagull really dominates in consistency. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. You've had your 1 or 2 incidents in the past. Yeah. I call you you're the Martin 2, I guess. No. Hey, Martin is in P4 right now. What could go wrong after the restart? After everybody on fresh tires is inevitably gonna be too impatient to properly overtake the slower cars ahead. Nothing ever happened in these situations, right? Guys, right? So let's see the restart. Cherry, P1. Yeah, surely nothing wrong will happen. Yeah, exactly. Baku, also known as the widest track on the calendar. Lauda is in a wall there on the safety car restart. Oh my god. And Eric? Someone else has hit the wall. What has happened there? Huh? Okay, yeah, everybody gets a 10-second time penalty. Very cool. This has given Cherry some time, I guess. What is going on here? Yeah, Martin being overtaken by Seagull, not the biggest surprise here. Seagull being let through by Kingsman is also not a big surprise. Martin getting killed by an impatient soft runner, that was always on my bingo card. It's so sad, really, right? Like, we know exactly what happens to him. It's... I don't know, why is it so easy to predict that shit? Is it so hard? You spiced up this race, yeah. I mean, the safety car restart has brought spice, if anything. So let's see. Randro has to get past Kingsman. Who did he kill in a past life? Honestly, yeah, he's just getting bad karma. Some people get punished by being reborn into an ant. He's getting punished with Formula Sundays, it seems. Randro flying past Kingsman there, even before the DRS detection point. Honestly, probably means that he gets re-over... Oh no, DRS is only now enabled. Whoops. Solar has retired, as I think he's hit the wall in Sector 3. Lost his car there. Does not seem like he just got to go. Lauda is in the pits. Yeah, I mean, I could figure, honestly. His restart was hitting every wall away available, probably. Solar did the 2-tour. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, right? He had a crash there. True. So, Cherry, drive to survive here. Try to not have the same thing happen to you that happened to Randro Martin. Lauda crossing the white line on pit exit, meaning he just pressed on the accelerator after pits and jumped over the curb, most likely. Okay, let's see. How does... Oh boy, I was about to say, how does Randro do this without killing Cherry, but turns out he just turned around and gave Kingsman a little slap. Hit him with the Uno reverse crash. So, Cherry likely gonna get eaten up by both Randro and MQ. Yeah, MQ looking at a podium, yep. To be fair, MQ is also like one of these guys last season. I mean, okay, old game of course, but he was like on podium pace every single race. It was just a matter of if he was getting there. Like if he was surviving. I mean, this is still okay-ish for Cherry, I think. He can still get a podium here. He's likely gonna get overtaken by both MQ and Sid still, but MQ and Randro both have 3-second time penalties, whereas Cherry's one will likely be appealed and removed after the race. Unless he really did something bad in the clip, but yeah, we were unfortunately not there. So he could get a podium here as well if he drives it right. Needs to stay within 3 seconds of both Randro and MQ. Yeah, and Seagull, I don't know how he does it. Like, even if he's down the field, he's always just somehow, miraculously, going through all of them unscathed and then ending up in P1. He's like the opposite Fabian, I guess. Okay, Cherry here has lost DRS to Randro, so he will get overtaken by MQ here, inevitably. Question if a Sid can make a move from all the way back here as well. He will get DRS. Yeah, okay, I think this is only possible on Seagull, because Seagull has a higher downforce setup. Martin here, Martin I'm saying, Cherry. With more top speed on the straights as well. Oh, caution, caution. Kingsman. More like Spinsman apparently. Or there was contact, I'm not sure. Oh my god. Yeah, Cherry is giving it his all through these turns, but losing the car a little bit. Now, trying to stay with Sid top priority. He might lose another position to Glenn Selk here, but yeah, I mean Glenn Selk with the time penalty as well, but this might also be one of the 10-second ones that may get removed due to ignoring yellow flag. I'm not entirely sure. Cherry dropping out of the DRS range. I mean, it's hard to compete with these fresh mediums in the middle sector. Yeah, the ignoring yellow flag was because Lauda been at 100%, yeah. But I think, like, I mean, we will have to see. If they were driving past it, you can't really fault the game for giving them time penalties. But if they were already past the car and accelerating again, but the yellow flag extended like further down the track, then of course they would have a case for getting these 10-second time penalties removed. So Sid has now made it past Randro. And so far, I think MQ is looking for a P3 finish here if he can make it work. And Sid, he has gone wide again into the exit road and will fall down into P6 here. Probably with little to no chance to catch Cherry again. Yeah, it's been like a race for him where he drove reasonably well overall, apart from killing Martin. And apart from missing the braking zone twice and then losing a lot of time and positions, especially positions in the first incident, because he had to wait in the escape route to get back onto the racing line. So, Glenn Selk here, I think these guys are probably still fighting for position. I mean, I guess we could... All of them have the 10-second time penalty only, so it's really just, I think everybody will get these removed, or nobody will. So all of their fight is for track position, actually. Which also means that MQ is theoretically in prime position for P2 here, which is cool. Oh my, and Sid really made it all the way back to Cherry already. Glenn Selk, I think, not the best exit here. It's still enough. Honestly, he has had a great top speed setup here as well. And it seems to be just about good enough. Oh my god. So close here between him and the wall. But Randro there, of course, is another thing to worry about for Glenn. That's a lot of touching, yep. Seems like people don't like track limits in Baku. Actually, those are for ignoring yellow flags, because there was a car standing and like half the grid got them. I think there's only like 2 or 3 people who have track limit warning or penalties. Most of them are like 10 seconds that will in the end get removed, most likely. But yeah, can Randro do it? Last attempt coming up on the straight. Cherry has lost the position again to Sid. But, well, I think he can be happy to still come into the finish ahead of Yaneman. Oh, and Randro. Can he do it? Can't really squeeze them much more here. No ERS on him anymore, but he has the DRS. And he will take P3 in the very end. Sid jumps to P2 for now, but I think that's going to be reinstated by the others. Yeah, and that probably means in the end, Seagull, MQ, Randro is going to be the podium. Very cool looking, I think. Like, not what I expected at all, apart from Seagull on top maybe. But Sid also making like 2-3 big recovery drives here. Cherry, in the end, well, Sid disconnected apparently already. Yeah, so that I think counts him as the NF. Whoops. Yeah, and Cherry honestly banging race. He was a little bit unfortunate in the end with the safety car coming up, and of course then everybody eating him alive left and right. Martin, of course, our GOAT. He's been had by many people apparently here in this race. So ending up in the end, I think outside of the point. But yeah, entertaining race overall. Less rain than I hoped for really. It's only like the first 2 laps. And then already full dry race after. Seagull coming out on top here again. And here we have it. Final standings. As far as we're concerned, Sid is somewhere up there. DNF does not count. It just happens if you exit lobby early. And yeah, impossible to say right now who will be who, because half of the grid has like penalties they shouldn't have. But yeah, was a good one. Was a good one for quite some people. So hope you guys enjoyed that. And don't think there's much more for me to say here, except then thank you for being here. See you next week. Good night. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.